Right. Come on in and mind the guys' ropes. All over there. Right, George, you still working?
I'm afraid so. Yeah, not necessarily full time. Not really full employer.
Mention a few other names, obviously. Every one of you here has probably played a part, big, small or otherwise, in the Viscount as it is at Brooklands. So, you know, you should all pat yourselves on the back because you've all done something that's helped it get where it is and become a really wonderful exhibit. Other names to mention then, I think we should all say one of the biggest thanks also to Mick Bates, sat over there having a snack. Without Mick, we wouldn't be talking about any aeroplane because it wouldn't have been done. So, I look at my little notes here. 1989 to 1990. Mick pretty much on his own with a few helps from the like of Roger, etc. helped to put the nose back on it after it had that awful accident. So, thank you, Mick. Very good. We should also say and mention to Ron Brant, you know, R.I.P., who without him, as the team leader for much of the time that the Viscount was at Brooklands, he did a grand job too. You know, good for you, Ron. As I said earlier, there's a few other faces here which we haven't seen for a long time. We should like to thank, you know, obviously the like of Mike Sessions and George Burton, who were so good in getting India Mike there in the first place. So good for them. Nice to see them. Thank you very much. Colin, thank you for coming. You know, one of the fly boys, who looked after us in a few rides we had down at where did we go? Lid. Lid. You were flying at Lid, were you? Duxford. Did you go to Paris as well? Did you do Paris?
No, they wouldn't let him out.
Beat up Brooklands.
Brooklands, right?
Beat up Brooklands, yeah.
I could, yeah, I know. You know, without going through everybody's names, it's a bit silly just to repeat everybody, but you've all done a grand job. I do want to mention Friends of Viscount Stephen Piercey, which I suppose to all intents and purposes is near enough me. I'm Tom Sink. Oh yeah, Maggie as well. We still.
Thank you, Tom.
I just speak off the cuff, but it is a special day for us, for Patsy and for me. Well, for me particularly, because G-APIM was an aeroplane that I knew. I first flew in 1958, and that anniversary, to think that it was 50 years ago is quite sobering, really. But anyhow, it's that anniversary is worth remembering for me. The fact that the aircraft was built in Weybridge in 1958 as well is something worth remembering, and of course Stephen is also very much worth remembering. When he began his enthusiastic work for old prop liners and things, I'd say, Stephen, you're out of court. He said there will be no following for this propeller-driven aeroplane. Now the jet's here, but he was insistent that it was going to be something that would work, and so he started his Propliner magazine, and to a large degree, it did work. And he, off his own bat, would produce these Propliner magazines every 3 months, doing all the typing, getting all the. Of course, he worked for flight. I remember lying in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and hearing this click, 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 click and you were in bed as well.
Well, I signed off at midnight.
Oh, she signed off. But anyhow, his enthusiasm has remained, and the prop liner took off. Prop liner will go on for a bit longer, but whether it goes on indefinitely or not is neither here nor there, because the days of G-APIM are indelibly imprinted in my mind, and the people who were really closely associated with that, the likes of Mick Bates over there, Andy Lambert, Roger Hargreaves, they were all involved, and they did so much good work to make what we now see at Brooklands, G-APIM, a wonderful static display of the Viscount. The Viscount was a damn good aeroplane. And continuing the work, John Woodhouse there, leader of the team, their enthusiasm knows no bounds. Patsy and I, although we don't get down there as often as we might like, find ourselves most welcomed down there, and I suppose at the end of the day, the thing that Patsy and me is the fact that this aeroplane is the focal point of all our wonderful memories of Stephen, our son. Having said that, I don't think there's any more I can say. Thank you. My dear wife would like to say a few words. Again. Well, you've got to be recorded. You've got to be recorded on the camera.
I don't want to be recorded.
As if I would, Patsy.
I'm only going to say 2 words. But the first issue of Brooklands, I had to type the darn thing, proofread it, he proofread it, I proofread it again. It was absolutely perfect. When the magazine was published and came out, he started to read it. The second line, he said, "Oh, M, you made a spelling mistake." That was bad. But I just want to add my sentiments to what Ray said. We're very, very grateful to you all. Anyway, many, many thanks.
Yeah, we are. I think we'd like to be a bit busy visitor-wise.
Right, you need to be this way a bit more. Shove down the bed. Shove down. That's it. Right, Roger, you're on the end then. Stay there. You're the end man. Everybody else has got to come in.
Is that a laser gun as well?
Right, come here, mate.
What are you doing?
Be a man,
Right.
darling.
Are you going to go in?
We've all got our cameras, plenty of cameras around.
Every time he gets his videos out.
She's press now.
No, we can't.